Good, ready? So it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. We're about 10 minutes away from going inside to Valley State Prison, supposedly one of the most progressive prisons in all of the country. The nickname is Prisneyland, although from the outside, it looks pretty standard, but we'll see what the inside looks like. Let's go.
This place ain't shit.
I stabbed him in the neck, and I left him there to die.
I love prison.
Coming to prison actually saved my life.
We are not in the punishment business.
Did you know you were going to be grooming horses in prison? No. We're with NBC. We're just talking to people about the prison and the experience. So everybody just has a dog in their room. Two dogs.
I'm tired of always taking.
Tired of the lifestyle, tired of going out there and doing drugs, committing crime.
This prison here is very special, very special.
Valley State Prison in Chowchilla, California, is one of two of the state's prisons that have transitioned to the California model. The idea is that better conditions will reduce prison violence and recidivism rates. California's 30-some other prisons are still making the switch.
Thank you. This is the deadly high-voltage electric fence, apparently. Obviously, don't want to touch this, but yeah, they have all of the amenities of a regular prison, it seems, including the diagram, which is very visual. How many inmates do you have?
Anywhere from 3,050 to 3,100.
And as we were talking, we don't really call them inmates here?
Incarcerated individuals.
Incarcerated individuals. This is it.
This is our main yard.
Okay. Looks nice with the landscaping here too. I feel very peaceful just looking at it.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Am I recording? You're on, man. Where are we? This is D Block?
Yeah, this is a Valley State deep facility.
So everything's nice. The landscaping, there's murals. You can see some of the block is painted.
Yeah.
What's the theory?
Lakers
colors. Yes, exactly. What's the theory behind making everything nice to look at?
Well,
why does it matter?
The idea is we want to make the environment inside our institutions as normal as possible, with the goal of not releasing somebody who's institutionalized, but releasing citizens back to the community who have practiced normal pro-social behavior, right? Everybody likes to live in a nice place. Nobody likes to live in a, in a place that's dank, if you will. And so that's the goal, is just to improve the beauty and the normal experience inside the institution.
What about the argument that somebody might see this and say, well, isn't part of the goal punishment in some way? Why give them all of this nice stuff?
So I would say that people go to court to be punished, right? And that's up to our judges and our juries, and when they come into our institutions, our goal is to basically help them become better citizens. With that in mind, we are not in the punishment business. We're in the rehabilitative business.
Did you know you were going to be grooming horses in prison?
No, to be honest, I thought I'd be stuck in a cell, maybe a few rehabilitation groups.
Yeah. What does this do to sort of your day? I mean, like, you have this mental health thing of being with Duke, or being with any of these horses, or just in the open in general with horses. Pretty amazing.
It is. It honestly is.
Yeah. What has that meant for you?
What it means to me is, it's tranquility.
Yeah.
It's peaceful, and it helps me, cope with, a lot of stresses I deal with, day to day here in prison. Sometimes you rub against it, some people are a little rough around the edges, you know? And, this is a place where I could ground myself and, focus on, me, the horse, nothing else.
What's this about?
We're with NBC. We're just talking to people about the prison and the experience. And can I ask how old you are?
I'm 21.
21, man.
First time. I've been down 3 years in total, but a year here.
Yeah,
It's been cool so far.
A third of the men incarcerated at Valley State are in the youth offender program known as YOP, meaning they're still under the age of 26. Of the total incarcerated population, around 3,000 here, 2,400 are enrolled in training or education programs, including high school and college.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Can I ask you what you guys are testing?
Just on math.
You're doing math?
Yeah.
You like math?
No.
Okay. I don't either. Are you studying for, is it like high school education?
Yeah. Right now, I just working on algebra.
Okay.
College prep algebra.
Yeah.
On Cyber High.
I hated algebra.
Yeah, it sucks. Sucks. Horrible.
Are you happy to be getting an education now?
Yeah. We need a diploma to get most jobs nowadays.
Yeah. But you want to get out and get a job. You don't want to come back,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah. No, this ain't it.
Okay.
This ain't it for anybody. I wouldn't want anybody to have this type of life.
This day is the first day of the rest of our lives. We can start our day at any time.
When you came in and you saw what this was, what was your impression?
I thought I was gonna come to prison and get worse, but coming to prison actually saved my life.
Wow. Say it again.
Coming to prison saved my life.
When is everybody getting out? 2029?
2029.
Okay.
I go home 2025.
2025?
I go 2028.
I go in 2034.
Are you guys coming back?
No.
Nobody's coming back?
No way.
A lot of people come back, man.
Yeah.
Not here.
Nah.
If I do come back, it's gonna be to make changes. Like, it'll be like because of my growth, I want to make changes and impact, this place because it impacted me. So it will be me giving back. It won't be me doing no more time.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Across the road from Valley State Prison is another institution implementing the California model, the Central California Women's Facility, the largest women's prison in the world.
Hi. Where are we?
We're at Central California Women's Facility.
And so I was at a different prison yesterday.
You were?
Follow me, yeah. Can we go through?
Yes.
This looks a lot the same. What's the difference?
They actually are modeled exactly the same. They were built a year apart.
They were built, so this is literally the same model that we saw yesterday?
Yes, it is.
Wow, okay.
We approach the honor dorm. It's really important for us to see that gated area is where we kind of bring the pups out so they can have their own yard. Can we give a warm welcome to NBC?
Okay. Hi, guys. Wow, this is a really warm welcome. Look at this. Unbelievable. How many dogs are there here? 14 dogs? And do they live with you guys?
Yeah.
So everybody just has a dog in their room?
Yeah.
2 dogs. Who's the best dog? How long have you had it? It's been about 6 months, you said?
Well, she got here when she was about 3 months old, so about 3 months.
So
She's my dog number 12.
Dog number 12.
I've been in the program since day one.
A lot of people here, when they hear life sentence, they wonder what gives you hope. What is the thing that gets you through every day? And that allows you to not only do that, but become a leader and somebody that wants to better their community inside.
Well, first and foremost, I know that God has a bigger plan for me. And I have to have a purpose in living every day, and doing those things helps give me a purpose. It makes me feel like I'm giving back, like I'm doing something good for the people around me to make up for anybody that I've hurt in my lifetime.
For me, I took a life. I was a part of a crime, and Sam lost his life behind my actions. And so every day there's a living being waiting for me when I wake up to give back to Sam, to give back to his family, to give back to his children. And so that makes me feel empowered. It makes me feel really good about myself, and to know that I am doing the right thing today in my life. I love prison, not that it's fun, but it changed my life.
I mean, how was the population to each other before all this reform started? Was it a mean place?
It was dark. It was actually no hope.
Yeah.
There was no hope. There was no one going home. There wasn't a such thing as reform. There wasn't a such thing as I can reach out to this reentry program and they can accept me and they can write me a letter and they can support me. There was none of that taking place. But today there is. One of our sisters who was here, Amy Davis, she manifested that every single day.
Amy Davis learned to train dogs while incarcerated in this unit. Her life sentence was commuted because she proved she had been rehabilitated. Since being paroled, she returns here to train other women how to handle service dogs.
How big of an inspiration is she?
Beyond.
What's your story? How did you get in? How long were you in, and then?
I was involved in a robbery gone wrong, and I was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, and I served 17 years total.
Well, I want you to just turn around, I mean, and say, like, all these women look up to you, right? What does that mean to you? And then what's it like to be in here wearing a purple shirt and not a blue shirt?
Some color. I feel that when you have people that look up to you, it's a responsibility. And I have to continue to be successful and become a better person. Just because I paroled doesn't mean I'm not working on myself. I want them to be where I'm standing, because I believe that everybody deserves another opportunity.
A lot of people are gonna watch this and say, some of these women took lives, some of these women destroyed lives. Why should they have everything that I see today? The education and dogs and free time and art and culture. Why should they have any of this? Shouldn't this be a punishment? Shouldn't prison be a punishment? And I think some people are gonna feel bitter when they see this. What do you say to those people?
I would honestly say that they're human beings. You have to heal the human so that they can understand their culpability and responsibility for the actions of what they've done. The day I forget about Rocky is the day that I deserve to be here. I have to continue moving on and to remember him and to be a better person because of him.
Here, correctional officers are also supposed to benefit from working in a positive environment. Compare that to officers in conventional prisons, who have life expectancies 15 years shorter than the national average, according to researchers who study the criminal justice system. How were you acting when you first started to the way you see the population now?
I was stereotypical, us versus them. Like I come in, I'm a peace officer, you're an inmate. Like I looked at him as almost subhuman. And then something clicked inside of my head, like I'm such a hypocrite because I'm coming here and being the complete opposite.
Right.
I would come in here and be Sergeant Kusky at the time, and now through my growth during that time, now I just come in here being John.
But for the young women coming to prison for the first time, they aren't necessarily thinking about rehabilitation when they get here.
Huh? Whatever. I mean, what do you want to talk about?
I hate this place.
Why do you hate this place?
I hate this place because we get treated like inmates.
You are an inmate. Do you feel like aren't there programs? How long have you been here?
I've been here for 6 months now, going on 7.
7 months.
Yeah.
So what don't you like about this place?
Everything, really.
Have you been to other facilities before? Is your first time?
Yeah.
First time in?
First time.
Okay. What's up?
Hi.
What's up? Hi. What are y'all doing?
Nothing, chilling.
Chilling? We just found you and just decided to say hi.
Yeah.
What's your name? You don't have to tell me. You don't want to tell me? No.
My name's Mariana.
Tell me about living here. What's this like?
The truth? Did I live with the truth?
Yeah, tell me
This place ain't shit.
Why isn't it?
We have no program. We locked down 24/7. These people like to be all up in our business for no reason. Like they need to mind their business. They're too involved.
What do you want to say? I mean, the leadership's all right here. What do you want to say to them?
You know what? I cannot complain about the people here. I've met so many different types of people. I'm so used to being in a community so tight, so close that I've expected so much and I've learned so much from different people. I've learned from lifers. I've learned from short-termers. I've even learned from the staff.
Well, it sounds like this place ain't shit. Then.
No, it still ain't shit.
It still ain't shit.
It still ain't shit.
The hope is that eventually the nicer environment here inspires young women to rehabilitate.
You think prison could be like this?
So initially, no. When I was in the Valley State Prison for Women before it shut down, I don't remember hearing of any programs. I took it as a joke. I came in with the same type of people that I like, gang members, criminals, and so I just did what I did out there in the streets and continued that behavior. But this term was different because when I came, there was a lot of programs and there was a lot of people changing.
Are you able to talk about your crime?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What did you do?
So I found out my brother was murdered when I was here in Chowchilla Valley State Prison for Women shut down, so they transferred us over here. And when I found out as a gang member, I knew I was going to retaliate because we are not only brother and sister from the same family, but we're also from the same gang family. So it was a double whammy. And so I saw Ricardo. I walked up to him, asked him where he was from. When he said he was a Norteño, I stabbed him in the neck, and I left him there to die and try to survive.
Do you still think about that?
Yeah, it hurts. The more I change, the more I think about it, like, how could I do something like that? And so I think that's one of the hardest processes of changing, is that you have to take accountability and responsibility.
What are your feelings about getting out? Are you like excited, a little nervous? Are you worried about your old life? You're going to LA, you know, like it's a big city.
So I'm not from LA. That's why I'm choosing to go to LA based on the opportunities. It's really big, and I heard for lifers that are being released, there's a lot of opportunities. I am afraid because I am a youth offender. I never took life seriously, and this is going to be my first time going out there. I've never had employment. I've had employment in the agriculture work, like for a month, and then I'll quit. And even then, I didn't take it seriously. So, yeah, I'm afraid, but the person I am today will do it afraid.
Revitalize the skin and make it more smoother, get all the impurities out.
To help prepare people being paroled with little work experience, the prison also offers training in trades.
According to the people here, this is the only men's cosmetology prison program in the state, in the country?
Probably in the country.
Probably in the country.
As far as I'm aware of.
It's pretty cool. How long you been in, man?
I've been in this class for about 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
21.
2 years, I trust you.
Yeah.
If you said 6 months, I would have got out the chair,
you're
man.
in good hands.
Okay. How long you been in prison?
About 5 years and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, I got about 26 days.
You've been in, you said 5 years.
5, yeah, since 2018.
And you're getting out in 20 days.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when you get out?
I plan on pursuing this job right here.
Okay. What do you think about Valley State and the opportunity it's given you?
So, Valley State,
Or the programs
me,
here, yeah.
for me, it did a lot.
Yeah.
Me personally, because before, when I was in St. Quentin,
Yeah.
I wasn't the best model inmate, I guess you could say.
Okay. Can I ask you who you were before this?
Who was I before this?
Yeah, like what?
Okay. Well, back when I was in high school,
Yeah.
I didn't tend to be a good student, you know. Fortunately for me, thankfully, I came from a pretty good home.
Yeah.
I just happened to be,
Wrong crowd.
wrong crowd, wanting more, and I started dealing drugs. I sold
Yeah.
drugs when I was in high school, got locked up, came to prison, caught 8 years for shooting somebody that happened to steal from me, and I learned to move past that.
Are you excited? 20 days you're getting out?
I'm nervous, honestly.
You're nervous to get out?
Yeah, I'm nervous to get out, yeah.
What do you think? Not bad. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, you have a good one, man.
Too.
Across the road at Central California Women's Facility, a state-of-the-art optical lab trains women to be opticians.
I've been in prison for a little while.
How long?
22 years.
22 years.
Yes. So
How old were you when you came in?
I was 21 years old. Okay. Yeah. So now I'm 42.
Are you gonna get out anytime soon?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, I'm anticipating a board hearing and release in the next couple of years, and I fully anticipate taking full advantage of this.
So are you gonna take these skills out there? Like how does this translate into a real world job for you?
Well, we just started an apprentice program.
Okay.
So upon completion of that, I'll be a licensed optician. So with that, I'll be able to obtain employment, LensCrafter, Walmart.
What's this stuff?
Okay, so I got a 15 to life sentence.
15 to
plus
life.
10 years for manslaughter.
Do you have the possibility of parole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like Ms. Melinda, I'm also anticipating a board hearing in a couple of years.
Gotcha.
And upon being found suitable, hopefully getting out.
What do you think you'd be doing if you didn't have the opportunity to channel your energy into working?
I don't think I'd be doing very well. I am not a person who does well with downtime.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you. All right, so this is C block or C yard, right?
Yeah.
8 C yard, about 800 people in each yard. And they focus on rehabilitation and redevelopment, but they live in these communal spaces. And as you'll see, there's a pool table inside. And one of the things that we started to learn from those guys is that a lot of the race is mixed, which is not something that's typical in a place like this, where you have a black guy and a Latino guy and a white guy all at the same table. So that's something I think that's unusual, and it speaks to the level of safety that a lot of the guys say they have, because there isn't maybe the same sort of gang structure that you'll see in a lot of prisons. Instead, you'll see here people that are focused on trying to find a vocation or a skill or an education, and that hopefully is the hope of the people that run this place, leads to a better life and a safer place for everybody on the outside when people from here get outside, and it's gonna happen. It feels like a dorm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Did you expect that when you came in?
No.
So right now we are walking your dog. This is basically your dog, past the pool table, back to your spot in prison. It's pretty wild.
We have 4 bunks in there with numerous lockers. We have a space to have the dogs, the kennels, and it's pretty much spacious living in here.
You're taking nuclear physics in a college course. You walked your dog back to your room so you can get on your laptop. But if you wanted to talk to your family anytime, you could on your tablet, which is connected to a Bluetooth to where you can literally contact your family anytime you want to.
Anytime.
We came from pool hall. After that, you guys did a dog show with your dogs that you have inside your dorms.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost feels like to a lot of people that might watch this that
They're too easy on us.
yes.
I would say no, because a lot of us worked our ways down here.
Sure.
So I came from a higher level, and it took me 7 years to come down to this.
People that are gonna see this and say, shouldn't prison be a punishment? In some way. It should be reformation too, but it should also be, it should suck, right?
Yeah, so
this doesn't suck.
it does suck.
It does suck. Okay, tell me why.
It does suck, right? I don't get to hug my family. Right. I don't get to see my family as often. I have a little brother who I've only met once. How are you gonna lock up a bunch of criminals and not give them the chance to change? Like, for the people that are out there, would you rather want somebody coming out getting reformed or somebody coming in and getting out the same way they came in or worse?
So is this like the dog wing?
Yeah, so this is where the dogs sleep at.
So okay.
They stay with us.
Yeah.
They sleep in their kennel.
How long have you been in prison?
Going on 14 years and 3 months. So I've been locked up since I was 17.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was 17 and I go home next month.
You go home next month?
On November 15th.
Who's counting?
Who's counting, right? Who's counting?
Do you have it circled?
Go home. November 15th.
Go home.
So, because I'm a former lifer.
What led to the change of like, whatever you did to get in here to you getting out?
So I'm here for a gang shooting. Yeah, that was as a minor, right? But for me, like, I carried a lot of shame. I thought about Angel, which is the person that I shot. Right. Prior to that, like, I seen the look on his face, right? And that's something that to this day still, I visualize it every day. And so I carry a lot of shame, a lot of guilt because of that. And so I wanted to do better for me. And I don't want to hurt other people. I don't want to hurt anybody ever in my life.
Are you nervous about getting out?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's scary sometimes, right? Because it's, again, I've been here since I was a kid. You know what I mean? So, but nonetheless, it's a blessing, right? And I look forward to it. But there's days when I have anxiety because it's like, what's the world like out there? You know what I mean? So I know it's not easy. I know I have to go pay bills and things like that. But the way I see it, I'd much rather have the stresses of being out there than the stresses of being in here. I mean, so like but I'm looking forward to it. Like,
you have a plan?
That day cannot come soon enough. Like,
it's almost here.
It's almost here, but it cannot come soon enough.
Can I see your ID, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to have you sign here.
I already know when I see my family, man, I'm gonna break down, man. I haven't seen them in forever. I'm not. Oh man.
Time to go home, buddy.
Hello.
Am I allowed to hug inmates?
You can't.